It has been a little while since we have played. It's been, I think, almost a month. But previously, on our adventures in the world of The Witcher, the group had continued their investigation in the the town of Saint's Crossing, questioning locals and gathering information about the missing children in the area surrounding. As the evening had drew to a close, an unexpected visitor had made himself known to the group, Pardis of Korath, a fellow cat witcher that Kaspar knew from days gone by. They exchanged some words and with the group, and before leaving the tavern, Pardis essentially executed one of the staff who tried to slow him down and get in his way. So now the group must contend with a new presence in the midst of the ever-changing situation. And we'll go ahead and return to the inn where we had left everybody previously.
Kind of sick, actually. Kind of cool.
It's terrifying.
Kind of sick, kind of cool. Kind of based, kind of pog.
How did I forget that guy existed, but remember the pool playing merchant so clearly? I was literally talking about that guy yesterday and last weekend, and I forgot we got attacked by a witcher.
You didn't get we did not get attacked. That guy, he just came in, was just like, hey.
Sorry. We got nearby a person who got attacked by a witcher.
Hey, this is my job. Step off it.
Like, we'll step off if you tell us who you're fucking trying to kill, and then we won't go near them.
Yeah, no, that's obviously means we're gonna poach whoever it is.
Yeah, man. God, I would love to try and actually get in on that job with him.
Yeah, after he's explicitly told you step off.
No, but like, join forces.
We are trying to poach him, apparently.
Split payment.
Yeah.
I don't think that's his MO. Just from a topical observation of him.
You never know. We're buddies. We're friends.
The fact that you're buddies and friends is the reason why he didn't fucking kill you on sight.
Oh, ye of little faith.
Oh, me of self-preservation.
Oh, ye of self-preservation could never be me. Rip to you, I'm built different.
Literally.
Da-da-da-da-da-da.
So do you think you could, take Pardis in a fight?
Thank you for the instant clarification. I'm glad we cut that off at the head. Did not let it breathe.
Because if you can't, he is just going to take all the money.
We're close to equals.
Oh, are we doing this in character?
Yeah, I mean, I'm guessing that's something reasonable that Opheia would ask.
Okay, I save all this for the door wall to
assuming
you.
That we...
It's the morning.
Have something to happen in the night times. I'm assuming we're up and about.
Have we gotten asleep?
Yeah, presumably you guys had settled in at the end of the night, so if there's anything else you wanted to converse, but you guys presumably get a good night's sleep and rise to the sound of, merchants gathering their belongings and, the revelry beginning downstairs. I did update the calendar as accurately as I could, presumably. So it's, let's see, that would be the 25th was last night, so it's the March 26th would be my best guess of what date it is. If you guys have a better guess of what date it is, we can adjust it, but...
I have no idea.
Ooh, speaking
Sounds
of
about like me, boss.
speaking of adjusting, a really good merch idea are t-shirts that say "Reset your luck, everybody."
Set your luck.
So we never forget.
I used all my luck last time. Wow.
I think
as you
set
come
mine at
down
the end of every session.
stairs, Kaspar, you see the bar room is, fairly empty. There's a handful of traveling merchants that are getting an early start to the day. A handful of locals that are getting an easy breakfast here before heading out to, their day's work. And it's quiet chatter, but there's not really too many people around.
Okay. Just the way Kaspar likes it.
Till I come down the stairs and ruin it.
Lund, the innkeeper, comes up to you. You see he's still as haggard as he has been. Seems like he probably didn't sleep a lot last night. And he goes, well, good morning there. Is there anything I can get for you today? Anything at all. If you're investigating the disappearances of my daughter and the other children, it's on me. Anything I can do to help.
I think we're good in the way of supplies. Any information that you have. Also, we intend to go to, what was the name of that other small little town? The Hick town we were going to go to?
The Hicker town. Hickier.
There is Riverbend, which is nearby, and there's the Bartok Barrow Mine, which is also nearby.
Riverbend. We're going to investigate the disappearances in Riverbend as well, but we are strangers to that community, and we assumed we'd not be very welcome without some sort of local introduction. If you know someone that is familiar with Riverbend and can vouch for us while we go and do that investigation, that would be incredibly helpful.
I thought that's why we had what's his face.
He's our in guy for Saints Crossing. He's never been to Riverbend or isn't well known there.
Yes, well, as far as leads for, Maeve and the other missing children, you might want to talk to Tor, the blacksmith. He's the one that has posted around town about a Leshen in the area, and his son was also one that disappeared. Lorcan, about a week before Maeve, I believe, and
did Maeve spend much time in the woods?
Not much. She spent most of her childhood and time around here. As she grew up, she started to work the barroom a bit more, helping with serving and things like that. She was always a creative-minded child, and as she grew older, she was well known with some of the more artistic types around here. But she never spent too much time far away from town, at least by the river or the trees near, the forests nearby, but nothing out of the ordinary.
She's never been to the Leshen's territory, expressed interest in going there, has she?
I've not explicitly. As far as I understand from what I've heard through the grapevine, is that this Leshen is potentially set up residence or is claiming the Mistwood, which is between here and the Bartok Barrow Mine. It's maybe a half day's travel, but you can see it on the horizon from here. It's not far.
Did this Leshen it didn't just come out of nowhere, did it?
I've never heard tale of it until, well, around the time that Lorcan went missing, maybe a bit after. It seems to have originated with Tor. I'm not sure if he heard something from a traveling merchant. He is the blacksmith, and he does a bit of bladesmithing and armoring as well, and perhaps he heard something from a traveling mercenary, but I have not seen tale of it myself.
It's for the best there.
Has anybody seen this Leshen?
I cannot say.
Kaspar, you know as well as I do, if anybody's seen it, they'd be limping away.
Well, since you can't be a help with the monster hunting aspect of it, some bread and cheese would be appreciated.
Of course, right away. You see, he heads back towards the kitchen to get some breakfast going for everyone.
If the Leshen isn't historically known around here, is there something that can invoke a Leshen to take a territory? Can they be manipulated by other creatures to do so?
Mages or druids.
Are you looking at me?
I didn't. I simply mentioned druids.
Well, I'm flattered, but no, I can't control a Leshen.
But maybe your little friends at the lodge could.
We've already looked into this. We read the cheeses. They have nothing to do with this.
What are you talking about?
Opheia and I have some tricks up our sleeves.
Yes, and that's the worst part about you, probably.
I've encountered worse flaws in people than sophisticated magics. So, nothing to worry about.
If we must investigate this, it might very well not be a Leshen at all. Rumors spread.
Especially if no one has seen it. It could be a hag disguising itself as a Leshen, or making its environment seem like it's Leshen territory.
Or a hag being mistaken for a Leshen. I don't suppose there's any scholars of monsters in this town.
It could also be a illusion of some sort, if somebody's actually seen it. It could also just be hearsay.
Speaking of hearsay, are we planning to go into the woods and finding out for ourselves?
Not unless we can find very, very good reason to. It's not strong enough of a lead at this current moment, in my opinion.
I would like to hunt it for money. I don't think we really need another reason other than that.
There is another way, Kaspar, and I think it's preferable to risking all of our lives going up against it. We find out what it wants. If it exists.
If it's actually a Leshen.
I'm not very keen on trying to make friends with a Leshen.
You don't have to be friends with it, you just have to not be enemies with it. Just stop impeding in its territory. Don't overhunt, you know? This is all good advice on a clear day, and on a rainy day with child abductions, it's really good advice.
You can't overhunt monsters, you know. At least the non-thinking kind.
If you are unconcerned with their extinction, you are correct. You can't overhunt them.
I think this is going to be a recurring argument until this mission is done.
Is it?
I'm not going to go step foot in the forest where the Leshen is living, if it is a Leshen, until we know it is connected to finding these children.
I see we have one lead right now. It's the blacksmith.
Yes.
I don't have any other leads myself. I was just thinking of seeing if there were any farmers who needed some blessings in exchange for some trail rations. That's how I scraped along back in my hometown.
Why not charge money for it?
It would go against my honor.
No, it wouldn't. Everyone needs to work to survive in this world.
I can't hold the gifts of nature hostage like that.
But it's not the gifts of nature naturally brought. It's something you've honed. It's work you're putting in. It'd be like a farmer not charging for his produce.
I do ask for what can be spared, but I don't like a lot of people, but I don't like exploiting them either. Money is something that nobody here really has. Well, nobody who would be able to pay me anyway. So.
Then fuck them. Let their crops die then.
I need to eat too.
Deal.
I think this is a not everyone's lived experiences are the same situation.
I concur.
Some provincial towns, coin means nothing, but goods and bartered services rendered means everything. In some places, coin means everything, and what you can give means nothing.
I've found that what people can give is usually, well, not worthless, but worth less than monsters mowing them down, so I prefer coin.
Fully agree. I fully agree. It's
Let's
just favors with an extra officiality to it.
You know what I can charge money for?
Anything.
I was going to say sunblock. We should see if we can pick up some rice before we move on.
How much?
Whatever's affordable.
It's rice. I imagine we can just buy as much as we want. It can't be that expensive.
Is it even in season right now?
Rice is a stored grain.
Rice, yeah.
That's
Right?
it's a dry good.
I don't want green out of the field rice. Ugh.
If there's a granary within several hundred miles of here, it might be available here.
Right, well, we should talk to the blacksmith first. And then I'm going to see if there's any other monster jobs around. I believe that there's a contract on some neckers. They can make some extra coin.
That's something that is a much more manageable risk.
Is it?
It is.
Unless
Oh.
Opheia throws herself to the ground in order to keep me from hunting them.
I was going to say if they start eating one of your faces, I'm going to run away, but, you know, manageable risk.
I don't think neckers are ever going to
Bigger teeth than me.
reach the point of threatened or extinct. Those suckers are everywhere.
Kaspar,
What?
follow me.
What?
Follow me upstairs.
Why?
I can't say in mixed company.
Kyltan, should we get ahead of our friends and take a walk?
Sure. I thought we were buying rice and then fighting neckers.
Let's go see if the blacksmith is open. You guys, catch up if once you're done speaking to each other.
Fine, I suppose.
We'll make haste.
Do not tear each other's throats out, please.
Oh, Ramin, hello.
I
Oh,
don't even
hello.
know.
I was just coming to see you.
Excellent. Well, we're on our way out. Walk and talk.
Absolutely, my favorite kind.
What do you want? Is this...
Yes.
I'm not very good with people. If you're trying to come on to me, you're gonna have to be a little bit more explicit with it.
Sit down. I'm just going to give you a I know you've done this for a while, but I'm going to give you...
What are you...
Two people who are bad with their words try to communicate. Fight!
I'm going to perform blood and bones on Kaspar.
I can't... Why did we have to go away from that?
Because it's a magical thingy.
I know that you do magic. I saw you read the cheese. It's not... it's the least spooky to me.
People weren't in the room with us. There's like 4 people in the...
I saw you divine answers from a piece of cheese. Nothing you can do surprises me.
Well, it's not... I didn't want to hide it from you. I just wanted to hide it from the tavern patrons.
Hmm.
Okay.
Let's see. I will roll that, and then the DC is 10 plus the target's will. Oh, I bet you have a really high will thing, don't you?
Yes, I do. I'm just gonna start saying everything in character from now on.
Kaspar, what's your will modifier?
It's 6.
Okay, well, it was worth a shot.
I'm gonna spec more into this.
I get to try it again in a week.
We gotta put more points into this.
I only have so many points. I put all my points into being able to do a Sherlock Holmes style nature read on the ground.
Well, you should start investing. Is this one of the tree skills?
Yes. I picked one tree skill over a different tree skill, so.
Kaspar just like sits there, just like, what the fuck just happened? Oh,
that was really weird, wasn't it?
This will help.
I don't understand women.
I don't either, but I try to.
Julian, I know you're trying to be relatable to him, but don't indulge him like that.
We are one step away from being a men's rights podcast. We need to stop. Stop
if it would be anybody, it would be Julian and Kaspar.
It would be. My fucking lord.
Not the weirdest thing I've stepped out of my room to find, but unusual, to say the least. What was Opheia trying to do, Kaspar? All I heard was a lot of talk about how strong your will was, and then something didn't sound like it worked, and then she just left.
She...
Oh, it worked. It worked. It's just it's, I just heard somebody coming, and so I didn't want to... I just gave a little boost to Kaspar's prowesses since he's going spelunking today. I mean, he's going hunting today.
I'm not going. I'm confused. What did it do?
It's to assist you with your contract. It's to help you avoid a brush with death.
Okay.
That sounds helpful.
I'm going to catch up with the others.
Can you do it to me too?
Yes, but are you going to use this newfound invulnerability to, I don't know, anger a jealous husband?
Maybe. But I don't. I mean, I can't say what I'm going to do with such a power. I just know that something. I might. It's a big enough town. Who knows what might happen between tonight?
This is such a strange ability. It's beneficial, but you have to.
You have to be weak to get to
You
make
have to
sure
be
to get
weak
it.
You have to give it
get
to someone who
it?
sucks. Yeah.
You
Yeah.
have to give it to someone who sucks at will, and they can only add half of the value that they roll to one check, and you can only do this once per session.
I mean, it could be real. I
If
mean,
it fails, you
especially at
can't use
higher
it on them for a
levels.
week.
Because
Well,
like,
A single target can only benefit from this ability once per session. Does that mean only you can only use this ability once per session?
no, a target can only use it once.
target.
So
target.
yeah.
I can roll this all the time, but if I fail, like I did with Kaspar, I have to wait an in-game week until I can
do
try
it
casting
again.
it again.
On that person.
Yeah. Although I'm going to lie to Kaspar and tell him that it totally worked.
For the second time.
Yeah, for
And
the
I
second
try
time.
to see through the
It's
lie.
worked every time I've done that Kyltan.
Sure, Opheia, give us
yes,
a
you could
deception,
try.
and it's
One
gonna
day
be
this is gonna work.
And perception.
unless you can determine in a different way. But yeah, it's gonna be him. Ooh,
Oh my god.
you did it!
I actually
did it! You
Yeah.
did
I
it!
did it!
Ow.
I did it!
They say about
Kaspar
blind.
sees us through a lie for
What do
once.
they say? They say about blind pigs.
I don't want to think about blind pigs. That sounds sad.
Well, they find truffles every now and again. They're all right.
I don't think that worked.
What do you mean?
You're lying to me.
I guess I underestimated you. I underestimated you in two ways, actually. I thought the spell it's harder for it to latch on if the target is strong of will. So I didn't try very hard on this one, and that was my mistake. It didn't latch on to you, but I don't know. I was hoping to give you a little bit of confidence for the rest of the day. And they didn't want it to be a wash.
That's very
I
thoughtful
appreciate
of
you
you.
helping me despite not believing what I do.
I think we need you in the group. Or so.
That takes away.
Well, anyway.
You like Kaspar, don't you, Opheia?
Anyway, Julian, if you're fine with offering a little bit of blood, I can certainly make an attempt.
Well, not the strangest request I've had, so sure, why not?
What is the strangest request you've had, if that's not the strangest?
Don't want to know.
Would
But
you like
I
to
will
know?
tell you this, Kaspar. It was about 7 years ago, on a windy March night. The man only had one eye, and, well, it's a request I'll never forget. That's all I'll say. Come on, Opheia.
Wouldn't you like to know, Witcher boy?
Kaspar just like goes downstairs. He's just not going to. He's not going to entertain that even a little bit.
Ooh.
Oh, I rolled a bit better actually on this one.
It is a bit better. Unfortunately, my will is 8, which means it would be an 18.
You have better will than me.
Wow. Well, I'm sorry to say it, Julian, but you may need to be slightly less rambunctious this evening.
No, it just means I might be a little less successful with the rambunctiousness, but, well, such is life. Anywho, I should
Glad
probably
only
get
used
going.
a little bit of blood
Maybe I'll give more next time.
because you'll need the. I need to run. I'm gonna book it in
All right.
everybody else's direction.
Meanwhile, while this was going on, we have Mareigh and Kyltan. You guys are heading towards Tor's workshop. Is that correct?
Yes, we got tired of waiting for them, so we're just gonna go ahead.
All right. Ramin will lead you to across town. It's not too far. It's actually on the main street. You had seen it when you entered kind of town yesterday afternoon. We'll grab Frostbeard to come along with you, and
Fan favorite, Frostbeard.
Fan cam for Frostbeard.
you arrive at a shop here that appears to be a combination workshop and storefront. You can hear the sound of metal clanging in the back, and through the storefront, you can see all manner of mostly tools and other types of ironwork like that, standard blacksmith fare. But you also see quite an array of, arming swords, daggers, hatchets, basic weaponry, as well as some basic armor, brigantine, gambesons, that kind of stuff that has been stocked. And actually, go ahead and give me an awareness check as you approach the storefront. Go ahead and open up so you can see a little bit more in there.
Awareness.
Yes, Kyltan and Mareigh.
Not bad.
Not too bad at all. Mareigh, that's more or less kind of the extent. It looks like a pretty standard blacksmith shop to you.
I don't use weapons. I don't really wear a ton of armor. It's fine.
Yeah, I mean,
looks
why
like
not
armor.
have all that kind of stuff? And, pretty standard, well-stocked, but nothing too out of the ordinary. You also do notice a person standing here. Seems to be a traveling mercenary or guardsman type, and seems to be just kind of browsing the wares here in the morning. And you can also, again, hear that sound of work being done in the back. It comes to a halt, and you hear the sounds of someone kind of brushing themselves off, getting ready, as this other customer has kind of drawn the attention of the shopkeep, presumably. Kyltan, you notice all of the above. Additionally, you also take a look around these wares, and your keen eye notes that this amount of armor and armaments is a bit unusual for a shop in this part of a rural area. It's, there's not any real warfare or anything like that going on, so heavy armaments, you see armored trousers and some heavier, armored hoods and things are not usually the custom around here too often. You also notice the price tags on these seems to be quite high. Almost double what would be the normal cost for some of these items.
Surge pricing, huh? Well,
Captive market.
yeah.
And of course, you both notice on the door as you enter in yet another large poster with a hand-sketched image of a fearsome-looking Leshen, and it again says that there is a reward has been gathered for the killing of the Leshen that is preventing the collection of resources from the Mistwood. Be careful. This monster is responsible for the death of 2 villagers. And you also see that the blacksmith's mark of Tor is the signature at the bottom, suggesting that he is the one who's set this bounty.
Okay.
As you enter in, you see a large man, kind of a scar across his face and, dirty clothes. Seems like he's probably been working out at the forge since pre-dawn hours. And while it's still cool out, getting the forge going and all that kind of stuff, he enters in and he turns to the 3 of you that are here. Ramin is kind of browsing around, taking care of Frostbeard, and he's like, I will actually be right back. I'm going to go drop something off. I got to pick up this morning's bread and drop it off to my wife. I'll be back. He runs off down the street.
This guy loves his wife.
We love merchants who are wife guys.
But I do also just live 2 doors down, so it's not that far. But I do, yes. Tor the blacksmith
2 doors down, you
enters in,
say.
and he goes, welcome, fine folks.
Can I interest you in, well, what are you in the market for? Perhaps some arms or armaments? You seem to be, not the, laborer type.
Oh, it's so apparent.
Well, I've got a keen eye for such things. I am, you know, you can often tell when someone's looking for, a simple hatchet or something a bit more refined.
Well, mostly we were looking to talk.
Well, talk's all good. Doesn't make me much coin, but I'm happy to talk. What can I help you folks with?
We saw your poster that was posted in the inn and again on your door.
Right. Glad you saw it. It's real unfortunate business. A creature like that.
Have you seen it personally?
Have I seen it? That beast. I barely escaped with my life. The caravan I was traveling with, maybe a month back. We were heading towards the Mistwood to collect resources. Normal enough. But, we're looking for some of the more sturdy woods for axe hafts and things of that nature. It's pretty common, but the beast, the monster, came out of nowhere. Killed my 2 guards before I had even a moment to react. I never saw such fear on a man's face as when it tore them asunder. Now, don't be afeard though. Roads are still safe, and we got all the manner of arms and armaments you might need to defend yourself from this creature. If they had just been better prepared, by God, they might still be here.
This is such a money-making ploy.
You guys can both go ahead and give me an awareness, or sorry, a human perception check.
Yeah, fucking hell. This surge pricing, only blacksmith in town, conveniently the only person who's ever seen this fucking Leshen alive. Yeah, this stinks. Human perception, I'm gonna put some luck into this. Ugh, gross.
All right, Mareigh, you get the impression this seems like there's something a little off here. This guy seems a little, just his vibe. His vibe check doesn't quite pan out.
His vibe check doesn't pass first muster. He needs to go back to the DMV.
Something's a little off, but you're not quite sure, and you're like, you know what? I mean, small town people, some of them, they're eccentric. Maybe this is just a weird guy. Kyltan, with a 22, you pick up immediately that this guy is full of shit. This guy is... He is surge pricing and basically fear-mongering, and he is trying to just make a buck on creating this idea that seems to be working out for him. As you guys are talking to him, you see the other customer that was here has picked up like a kind of machete short sword and like a buckler sort of small shield, kind of pushes past. He's like, excuse me, I'll be taking these. I ain't gonna go up against no Leshen. And the blacksmith kind of glint in his eye says, oh, of course. Good sir, these are the finest make. They will protect you from any sort of beastie monstrosity that you might come across.
Try to get in on this.
The reward you posted is quite hefty. Is that coming out of your own purse, or is it a council decision?
Just one moment. He's like counts out the coin from the traveling mercenary. He goes, oh, thank you, sir. And he exits out, and he turns back to you. He's like, well, this is my community. This is my home. My own son is missing, gone. Maybe that beast got him too. But all I know is that I'm not afraid to pay to keep this town safe. That's what community is all about.
I fully agree, wholeheartedly.
Without community, what does a person have?
Deeply about this community as well. In fact, I'm just gonna move up real close.
We were the perfect people to come to this.
Yeah. I know what you're doing, and I'll tell everybody unless you let me in at the ground floor.
Yes!
I've got swords I'm trying to offload. I don't need this overpriced crap. But you buy him off me for time and a half and sell him for double. I don't see we both stand to make money then. And you get to keep doing this because I won't go to every person in town and tell them what's happening. Because it's not a Leshen. We're looking for it. We know what it is. It's not a Leshen. No one's getting that bounty, are they?
I don't know that I like a stranger coming into my shop.
What about a business partner?
All right, Kyltan, you are going to enter into verbal combat with
Tor
the Blacksmith.
Oh,
yeah, let's go.
Let's go.
I want in on the scam. I figure it's easier to convince him to
We
stop
were the
it.
perfect people to come to do this. Oh
I was
my
like,
God.
I swear to God, if you just like try to burn this guy, or if somebody
No,
barges
absolutely
in that
not.
door right now
Absolutely
talking
not.
about moral flim flam, I'm gonna like jump through the window and leave.
No. Dude, this is your canvas. Go paint.
You know it's immoral. No, fuck you. No, let me do this. Let me do something.
You bastard.
I played pool with the pool guy, and that's it. So let me do this. All right. Initiative, right? No? Yeah.
Yes, indeed. Yeah. Go ahead and... Ooh,
Oh,
a
right. This
17.
doesn't show up till... Right.
All right. Kyltan, you are up first, and Tor's goal is essentially to convince you to back down and let him run his scheme in peace. And your goal is essentially, sounds like,
My goal is to let him do that and also make some money off it.
All right.
Plus, I'm a better merchant than he is. Oh, well, maybe not, actually. Seems to have a plan, but you need a face, not just arms. What's happening?
So you are up. Oh, I guess I didn't actually click begin. There we go.
Right, all right. Oh, God. I don't have the rule book.
Let's get like initiative tracker up top now. That's cool.
Yeah, the little card tracker.
Oh.
I
like
love that.
I'm into it.
It's a little bit easier for the stream view to see than the traditional combat tracker. So
Verbal combat, page 176. All right, I'm going to try to persuade him. Well,
All
actually, I think I'm going to start with intimidating because that's kind of what I'm trying to, like, fucking essentially blackmail this guy.
Right on.
So, intimidate. D10 plus will. Damage. That'd be a lot of damage. I'm not as good at this, but I'm going to really hope for it. Intimidate, charisma. Charisma's not a... What the fuck am I looking for? Willpower. Oh god, I'm actually not very good at this at all. I'm gonna add 4 luck to it. Nope, I forgot to add the luck. 20.
20. All right.
Forget about my warg talisman. Fuck yeah.
There you go.
Go.
Owie.
All right. So with an intimidation check of 20, that's going to be hard for him to beat. What do you say here for your intimidation?
Look, I'm no criminal. I'm not gonna blackmail a man. I just think you would do better with someone of my skills, and you would do worse against somebody of my skills, because I've got enough weapons on my cart to sell for half the price of yours, and not afraid to take you under.
All right,
Now
all right.
the whole surge pricing thing might find its way to buying customers.
All right. For his defense, he is going to attempt to ignore you on this
gouging,
first one.
Mm-hmm.
Ooh. And he criticaled.
Whoa, what'd he get?
22.
Ah!
He goes,
All right. I don't have time for this. You're not welcome here anymore. It's time for you to go.
He has successfully ignored your attack.
Yeah.
All right.
Don't be afraid to use his son as leverage.
His son that definitely left him behind.
He's going to try and seduce you. No, I'm just kidding.
Make it easy on me.
Yeah. Let's see. No, he's going to... What is he good at? He's not... Where is he? He's actually not amazing at that, but... let's go ahead and see. He's gonna fire back at you with another intimidate as well. For a 13. He goes, "This is my shop. This is my town. Me and the other business owners. I swear, you'll never sell anything here if you don't back off right now."
I'll counter-argue. And when you go under for price gouging, I'll have to take up this shop, maybe. I'm sure it'll be sold at a discount. And instead of taking a defensive action, I'm going to... ridicule is not really probably going to be it, but I am literally taunting the guy. What is that? Social etiquette. Where's social etiquette before? Oh, I'm really good at that. Yeah, I'm gonna ridicule him.
All right.
If he wants me not to be able to do shit, I will. No, I'll save that. I'll ruin his reputation later. If he doesn't do what I want, I'll call it persuasion.
This is just like Curse of Monkey Island.
Is it?
Hurting somebody by insulting them. Yeah.
Oh, that's all the Monkey Island games.
Oh my god, I fumbled.
With a 16, though, you still beat him.
Nice.
I don't think there's really a fumble table for verbal.
There's no fumble table for verbal combat.
Yeah. So you stumble over a few of your words, but you get it out.
He just doesn't notice.
Yeah. You do succeed. So how much damage did that do?
That is going to be 1d6 divided by 2 plus my empathy, which is 10.
Ooh.
Yeah, ridicule is great.
All right.
His
So
ass.
that is 12.
12 points. All right. That looks like it hurt his feelings.
Oh,
Starts
no.
to tear up a little bit.
It feels like his emotional well-being is damaged, and but he's still standing.
His fifis hurt.
Yeah.
Right. And another thing. It's my turn.
Yeah. See, that was your counterattack.
That was
Yes.
my counter argument. Yeah.
So you can follow up with a.
And another thing. You're not actually going to sell anything if you're selling at a higher price than people can pay. Even if you scare them to drive up demand, money is money. They've still got to eat. They've still got to do things, and the roads are safe, like you said. Most people are actually safe because there's no goddamn Leshen. And so, until they see some real sign besides a poster, they're not actually going to pay this much for a hatchet.
Don't
just
tell
to
this
go-
guy about lines of credit.
As far as they know, go die in a... That is actually a really good idea. Go die in a wood somewhere holding an expensive hatchet. Well, a cheap
What if a
hatchet.
witcher told everyone that there is a Leshen?
overcharged. What you want is a face. Somebody who can sell overpriced crap to people who don't want it. You need a salesman. A good blacksmith is only as good as his hammer. But when every problem's a nail, you know. Some problems aren't nails. I'm just going to try to persuade him.
All right.
I'm going to add 2 luck to this. I really want it to hurt. 25.
Ooh, 25. That's going to be hard for him to beat. He's going to attempt to counter-argue you, though. Let's see if that will roll it correctly. That did not roll it correctly.
Oh, I forgot there's buttons for this.
There are, yeah.
I've just been raw dogging it. Let me open that up.
The counter-argument one doesn't work, though, so he's going to... What is he using? His
Well, I've got the book up. I like to see what they include.
I think he's gonna do persuade, and he's gonna counter argue persuade you. So let's see if that works. Oh, yeah, not even close.
Oh,
go ahead and roll
nice.
for damage.
Okay, persuade. 1d6. It's another 12.
Ooh, another hard hit. All right, that's gonna bring to.
Let's see. I'm just
All right.
This is what this character is meant to do.
You just start to see like a vein bulge on the side of his head. Sweat starts to kind of bead across his forehead. You see he's kind of, his fists are kind of clenching and unclenching.
Is fading.
Yeah.
Maybe.
You see that his emotional well-being is impaired at this point. 12 hits or 12 damage per hit's pretty good. If only he was smarter, this would probably be a little easier for him. But
alas,
like he's not unskilled, he's just not very smart. So it
like I said, he needs a guy who could do this, what I'm doing, to customers.
All right. What is he? Okay, so that was your attack, right? And his defense. So he's gonna come back in at you with a.
I'll make sure you never work in this town again. Homie, I have 4 reputation in this town. I might have more than him.
Okay.
I guess that's a scale of 1 to 10, but still.
Oh god, his will is worse than his int. Damn it. This is what you get for arguing with townsfolk. All right, he's gonna attempt to appeal to you again.
Mayor of this place.
Probably.
Maybe.
If we weren't trying to stop the apocalypse, we could coup every single small town on our way over.
All right, come on, good roll.
United States of Kyltan.
A counterattack. I don't even know what he did, but I'll let him do what his thing is, and then I'll try to counter it.
Kyltan?
Go for it. He did not roll great. He got 9. So.
Okay, I'm gonna persuade as a counterattack.
Oh wait, sorry. It didn't use the. It should be. Let's see that. It should be 14.
Okay, simple enough.
Simple as.
Simple as.
Yeah.
Simple
Easy.
as.
Job done.
A simple town's blacksmith is little match for Kyltan's
What
wit.
happens if I just tear the posters down? What then?
I don't think you understand.
Well, I'll put them up in my own cart and start charging 5 crowns less than what you're charging, and I'll advertise it as that. Or I could do all that work with you, and we could make something of this.
You don't understand. This is all I got.
And wouldn't you like more?
Go ahead and roll for damage.
Be a man your son can be proud of. All right. I hope this doesn't take him down, because I did want to end with the befriend action. I don't know how 1 halves, but I assume 10.
So it's 1d6, and then your interest?
Divided by 2, plus empathy.
So it'd just be. I think it's just always 1 is the minimum. I think.
Okay, 11 then.
All right. He's not down, but
Good. I'll finish him now.
Finish
Not
him.
down, but
I'll just put an arm around him, like get all up in his personal space, and I'm just like hold a sword out, and I'm think like, look at what we can have. Don't be a fool. Don't turn this opportunity away. You can get people to buy your things with money they don't have.
Kyltan's gonna invent Capital One.
Mhm.
Oh god.
And use the money you make to hire guards to go after that money. Oh yeah, 10 crowns, please. How about your house? How's that for community? Then you rent it back to them. I'm gonna do.
I'm not doing a big enough scam.
I guess, yeah. I guess I'm trying to befriend him because he's a scammer and I'm a scammer, and I'm trying to get like get a scam, like
The
Grinch
Brotherhood.
heart out of him. 1d. This is charisma.
Oh, ow.
Oh my god, no!
No, he's just gonna be
All
like,
right.
I'll work with you, but I hate your fucking guts.
All right, what is he gonna do? Let's see.
You're not friends.
He can. He also just has.
I
social
want to. I
capital
know.
that he can-
Yeah, I want to like bully this guy as a. I want to like mean girls him.
Regina George him.
I want to
Yeah,
gaslight him, but for real.
I want to gaslight him. Yes. He's, and I'm not actually doing all that evil shit I just said. I'm just turning this guy from a scammer to a mark.
By making him believe he has the power to be a better scammer.
You're just,
Yeah.
or you're just reorienting what his position is on the pyramid scheme.
I'll take a bunch of his stuff and go out and sell it in the town and disappear.
He's gonna
With the money.
attempt to persuade you one more time
Ugh.
with a 14.
Oh,
He
he
did
countered me.
He did counter you.
Oh
He-
my god, I was gonna use my last luck too. Oh well, I didn't.
He goes in to persuade you, and he says,
Look, I understand you might be a better salesman than I am. You might be from some fancy city where people will pay anything for what you've got to sell, but around here, the only thing that gets cash in my hand is fear. It's effective, but it doesn't mean that I'm not exactly rolling in cash. It's hard to get these suckers to buy stuff, and even when they do, there's only so many. Splitting it, well, it's not really an option. I'm all alone here in my shop. You gotta understand. I gotta make money somehow.
let's see, he's going to do 1d6 divided by 2 plus his empathy. So that's going to be 2 and so 5 damage.
Okay. Oh no. Ugh.
He hurt your he had a little bit of a good point there.
That's a good point. On the other hand, I play the good guy and tell everybody and tell the guard, and you go to jail for price gouging. Plus, I think I might be a better blacksmith, or at least a better Boyer and Fletcher. You like this? And I show Cohen's heavy crossbow. Made this myself. And I'm going to lie to him. I basically just want to say, like, I'm you, but better in every way, and I will also get you arrested and take over your life. You're all alone in your room. You will be all alone in your cell.
I can
And
be
just
your good guy
subtle, never
or your
visit
bad
anyway.
guy.
I could be your
good guy.
ankle or your devil.
or your devil. There you go. This is going to be a deceive.
All right.
I'm also stupid good at this. Fumble. Nice.
Ooh, 20. Yeah, it's going to be hard for him to beat, but let's see. He's going to attempt to... That's not... He's going to try and just disengage with you.
Fucking.
That's his final power play, is just to cold shoulder you. So he's going to try to resist
Okay.
coercion, and if he succeeds, then it ends the argument. However, a 20 is going to be hard for him to beat, so let's see here. Ooh, didn't quite make it. 16.
Man. I stand in front of the door.
Yeah, he starts to kind of like
I
turn
start
to walk
buzzing
away,
around him.
and then yeah, go ahead and roll for damage. This will probably finish him off.
All right, this is 1d6 plus int, which is 10.
Oh yeah,
11.
there you go. He goes to turn, and then he goes,
All right, fine. You want in on it? You'll keep it secret. You'll keep it on the down low.
Or, well, we both. We could be cellmates if I don't, so.
What about her? She doesn't look so
Oh, she's a maid. She's done worse.
disingenuous.
I've got dirt on her.
I frankly don't care how or when you swindle your fellow community members. It's not my community. It's not my place to care. However,
I'll whisper to him, she's on a path to kill the Leshen. Don't worry about her.
I want to know if there actually is a Leshen.
There's not, obviously.
Of course there's not a Leshen.
What
At
is
least
out
that's not
there,
as far as
then?
I know.
Did
I
you
don't
just
know,
kill
the
those two men yourself then?
No, they went off and, I don't know, they got killed by a bear or something. I don't even know if they died. They just left, all right? I mean, I haven't seen them. No
What
one's
happened
seen
to
them
your
around town.
son, then?
We came into town looking for your son and the other missing children. We just happened into this little Ponzi scheme of yours.
Oh, well, it's been paying well. People are on edge. They're afraid. You've seen them around town holding on to their kids like something's around every corner waiting to get them.
Well, we were going to find the Leshen. Why don't we go and take your weapons with us and then hold our own against the Leshen and come back and say we've damaged it. We're coming back to recuperate. The weapons held out, the shield held out, and we were able to, hold our own. People will say if it comes to get us, we'll need that. It worked. Nobody's seen your stuff work. We fight a fake Leshen.
Why are you trying to make so much money off of this? There's no judgment. I just wanted to know the reason why.
Because I'm an aging blacksmith that lives in a shit town, and I can scheme a bunch of people out of some money. Why wouldn't I?
Exactly. I'm spry and young, but when I'm his age, how old are you, mate?
I'm 21.
Good
No, that is not true.
No, he's not. No, he is not.
He's age gouging.
Not true.
No, he's probably like in his early 50s, like late 40s, early 50s.
Oh god, we're close to the same age. Yes, but no, when I'm in my 50s, it'll be a whole nother story. I'm
Fair enough. Fair enough answer.
or late 40s, I don't know what you're in. I'm 40-something myself, but,
But I still look good, so...
travel does hairline good, they say. And shit towns make you want to kill yourself, so...
It's because you eat well. That's why you have all your hair and teeth.
And you know why I can eat well?
Because you make money.
Yes. Why does he want to make the coin? Exactly.
Soft
Also, he's got
retirement.
plenty of hair, for what it's worth. For now.
we meet up with them now?
Yes, you guys can catch up to the shop. I don't know where you guys actually are on the map. I've
I'll
lost
be
track.
smart.
That's
I will comply
West
with
of
this.
the inn.
I will comply with his scheme and not sell you out. But I
Of
want
course.
every bit of information that you have about your son and Maeve's disappearance and any other disappearances.
Look, Lorcan, he's always been kind of a shit kid,
Oh,
I got stuck with him.
Asshole.
It was never much use around the shop, and, well, he went missing. Alright, he ran off about a month ago, maybe a little bit more. He thought I wasn't looking one night, snuck out after I'd been to the tavern, and I saw him go, but I just
Which
didn't.
way?
He headed towards the Mistwood. So when he didn't come back in the morning and on the next few days, it's where I got the idea for the Leshen.
This fucking bastard.
So
Well,
Celeste-
profiting off of his own neglectful
Literally inspired
parenthood.
by his own fucking neglectful parenting.
Yeah, I got inspired by it too, for what it's worth.
So, what's the situation?
Tor here, his son has gone into the woods. We are going to find him, and we're going to kill that Leshen with these fine weapons. Now, we're going to need to borrow them. We'll give them back, of course, because
I'm
I
not
can't
going
afford
to use. I'm not.
Well, you
going to
use your Witcher sword, and the rest of us will be armed in shields and, hatchets and such. If you
Yeah, I
have
mean, to
crossbow
be fair, I
bolts,
don't even
maybe.
make the armor. I just import it from Ardcarry.
Oh, well, I didn't ask. Doesn't matter. If people think
I'm just
that
saying
it's,
good.
if
It-
it saves little old me from a Leshen,
It
then
probably
anybody
won't.
will buy it. No, but there's no Leshen, you Whoops. No Leshen here, anyway. I'm not going to fight the Leshen. He is. I point to the Witcher.
I feel like you've complicated, so I'm going to give him the reward for killing it? Because if there's no Leshen, then they're not going to buy any weapons to protect themselves.
There's not a Leshen. You made it up. You have to believe in it. You have to pretend to believe in it.
Is there no Leshen?
Leshen Tulpa.
Like, has he forgotten his own plan already?
Yes.
He's just, I told you, he's not a very smart man. He has like a decent amount of skills, but he is... He's a very average intelligence.
You give me some armor, you give me a shield, you give me a sword. I'm the merchant. I'm walking to my own death against the Leshen, and then I come back. I've survived the fight.
Right.
Because I've got a Witcher with me, and he kills the Leshen while I hide. And I come back, we bring the head, I say the armor did it, this guy's the best guy in town, but there's a hag in the woods and she can still get you. We invent a new monster, or we never kill the Leshen and we just survive and people flock here to live like I did.
I see now why
Kaspar's going to lean over to Mareigh and be like, so is there a Leshen?
There is no Leshen. We made it up.
We promised we weren't going to say, and we immediately broke that. This is how this always goes. I killed some face. Always. We can never do any plan for more than 2 seconds.
Okay, then I will retcon what I just said, and I will say we'll talk about it later.
This is in character, but whatever.
It's complicated.
It's complicated. I think that plan seems pretty good. I mean, I'm not really good at this. All I used to ever do was make, springs for wagons and occasionally an axe. I'm not really that good of a blacksmith even, so I just had this idea and, well...
Buildings need nails. Don't beat yourself up over it.
Anyways,
we're going to be rich. Focus on the prize. Don't focus on your own obvious shortcomings.
Thank you. That's what all my ex-wives said. Now, the truth is,
but they don't make you money like I will. Now I just need an armor and a sword and a shield and maybe another sword for...
Tell me about your son before we leave you to your honest businesses.
Your miserable fucking life.
That's more or less what I know. Maeve went missing about a week after him. I don't know nothing about that, except that she disappeared sometime in the night as well. Lorcan, he was too soft of a boy. He tried to raise him to be a good blacksmith, but just never had the heart for it. Always wanted to write poems and sing songs, things like that. Anyways, it's gone now. I gotta find a new boy to help her on the forge, I guess.
You're a terrible person.
Hey, I don't judge you. I don't come in here and... I don't know you, man.
And that makes him the nicest guy to Witchers.
At least I still got most of my face. Fuck off, dude.
Oh, God.
Kaspar's going to fucking walk up to deck him after saying that.
I'm going to stand between them. Oh, hey there, buddy. I grab a hatchet off the counter and set it at my belt. Then I grab a sword and go like I'm going to defend him. And then hit forms on my throat, and I realize what I'm doing, and I just like set the sword at my side and say, Kaspar, please. Oh.
Kaspar, let him stew in his own misery.
Yeah. My dad wanted me to be a craftsman, and look at me. Oh wait, I am a great one at that. I forgot my lie. Here, hold this, and I give Kaspar the sword.
He turns and starts like
just hold it for me.
Opening through a crate, looks like something that's recently arrived, a shipment.
Ooh.
It says terrible weight.
Well, it has good weight for me. Just hold it for me.
I mean, if you're going out there to fight something in the woods, there ain't no Leshen as far as I know, but there's
there we go.
Strange going on.
There's no Leshen.
There's no Leshen. We knew that. Sorry.
Oh, yeah.
We've got to let them in on the plan. You're right. You're right, Tor. Correct.
The more people who know, the more we can sell it.
Oh, I thought they were all in on it, so.
Sure, yes.
We're in on it. I don't want any of your filthy money, though.
No, but you should take a weapon to arm yourself and a shield to defend yourself.
Just look and find whatever, just random fucking dagger. Sure, I will defend myself.
Bigger.
Kyltan, I can't lift one. I can't lift anything bigger than a dagger.
Sword's like 4 pounds.
Kaspar like snorts. Just,
I'm already carrying somebody's sword, actually.
Use them effectively? No.
Don't have to use them effectively. We're not fighting the Leshen. It's not real.
What happened to keeping appearances?
Yeah, we're going to appear back at town. You hold the sword and say, "This saved my life."
Make me carry. You're gonna make me carry around a fucking sword that I'm not even going to use?
Like 10 minutes.
Fine.
God forbid you ever did theater.
And Mareigh makes up with the most disgusted face, and she's offended. You think I would be one of those ingrate?
No, I don't. You wouldn't carry a 4-pound sword to pretend for 10 minutes. I don't think you would. Dandelion could.
I like the
Make Dandelion carry the damn sword then.
Dandelion. Actually, he might cut his own arm off. We best not. Here, I'll take one and he can hold it on the way in, and you can
Kaspar
take the dagger.
Kaspar kind of like idly waves around the sword, like getting a feel for it, and he says, I don't think that you could actually lop off an arm with this.
Well, Dandelion might be able to. You can't and I can't, but...
Kyltan, can I point out a problem with the structure of this plan? Not to rein in on your parade, but we'll need to follow through on this. We do actually plan on finding where these children went.
Sure.
If we do find the children later, they're going to poke holes in our story of the existence of
I give you a look deep in your eyes and turn my face away from Tor, and I make a whimpering face. And I need you to just trust me, because this is not a parade yet.
We don't need to think that far ahead yet.
No, I have thought way past that, but I can't say that out loud here.
Yeah.
Hey, Bo figured it out.
Yes. He's gonna,
I'm robbing this guy.
You're gonna let him hoist himself on his own fucking petard.
Not with that attitude, we can't. I hand Opheia a sword.
I love the idea of Kyltan just like turning to Opheia and just going,
I don't have a better way without like metagaming that isn't just like please. Let
the scammer scam. Let him cook.
Here.
It's a good thing that there aren't any female witchers with both of these swords. I might be mistaken for one. Haha. Let's go.
With maybe a helmet. You have a helmet in that set? Nope. Maybe people will think you're just any old witcher with a nice little green tunic and a apron.
All right. So at this point, Tor the blacksmith he has opened up this crate. You see, it's kind of a fresh shipment of weapons weapons and armor that he has just shipped in from Ardcarrick. And you guys, if you want to look through the shopping list in the book, let me go ahead and find what. It's the general
of that armor
list
that he imports from Ardcarrick.
Yeah. Each of you can pick an item off of the standard weapons and armor list up to a value of 200 crowns.
Ooh.
Or a cost of 200 crowns. He's charging more normally. And then Kyltan, additionally, since you have vanquished this foe, he offers you either an armored hood, a armored trouser, or a brigandine.
That would be cool. What do I have currently? I think it's just like leather, right? Yeah, double woven gear. I'll take the brigandine.
All right. And you also get a regular item as well.
Yes.
Whatever you're going to.
Whatever's 200 crowns. And we would all be wise to do the same, because then we never come back
if there's something that
here.
you actually want to use too, I mean, that's,
No. We could pool the money on cheap, shitty weapons and buy Kaspar something really nice, or Mareigh or Opheia something really nice. Oh, wow. Weapons are expensive.
Weapons are expensive.
I don't even know if
Actually,
swords
sorry,
are...
I'm going to say up to 250 because, like, the double woven gambeson is 250. Some of the stuff, but, like, yeah, most of, like, the light armor stuff or, like, the base. There's, like, chain coif. There's...
Poniard is 350. Boo!
Yeah.
Yeah.
Where is
Weapons
this?
are expensive.
In compendium packs.
I...
Illegals. Yeah, weapons, aside from, like, the most basic things, arming sword is 270. Damn.
Let me see. I need a new...
Next best I could find is, like, 150. Like, I need 4 more iron swords. I guess, like, maybe...
Yeah, so each of you one item up to 250 value.
Oh, 250, right? Yeah, no.
I do
Yeah.
new leg armor.
How much is
Think.
the double woven gambeson again?
250.
250. All right.
Damn, everything's more expensive than that. Short bow's 290. Fucking, I think it's literally just iron swords, and yeah, mace is 500.
Oof. The hood is so expensive, but I do need
Hand
a new
axe
one.
is 205. Probably the best bet of getting is a hand axe.
Yeah, none of the halfling made armor that I'm after eventually is way too expensive.
That would be 175 plus 250, which is...
Double woven trousers. How heavy is that? 1.5 versus the padded. 1.
that's a
I
good
think
chunk
I
of
might
my
need
money,
padded
but it would up
trousers.
my armor again.
Oh, you don't have to buy this.
We don't have to buy them. He's
We're
just giving them to
stealing
us.
this.
Oh, he's
Yeah.
giving us stuff?
He's giving you
our
one
loan.
item each up to value of 250.
He's
so
loaning it to us so we can
Oh, nice.
show up later.
it's his, yeah, he
having
thinks it's a
spend
market
it off
scheme.
the lesson that doesn't exist. But we're just gonna go into the woods, try to solve this mystery, and then
I already
Mostly fuck
own double woven armor. I
I'm
have
going
the
to
fact that
buy...
most-
I'm going to buy the
Again, you don't have to buy anything if you don't want to. Yeah.
double woven gambeson.
What do you currently wear, Kaspar?
I wear layers. I wear the gritcher.
oh hey, do you want a double woven gambeson?
I'm sorry?
Do you want a double woven gambeson for free?
Sure.
I just upgraded from that, so
Yeah, I wear it underneath my full armor.
oh, I forget you could do that.
Yeah. Then I'll take a hood. I need a new double woven hood. If you just give me your double woven gambeson, can I sell my old kind of fucked up gear?
I don't know if I'm giving it.
He's
to you
not
now
really in
that
the
I
market
realize
for
we're
buying
both-
old fucked up gear,
We'll find someone
but
to
there might be
knock it
somebody.
off on.
Is there a... my brain is just so ensconced in 5e where mages and armor do not mix. Is there... there's no downside to...
There's
wearing
encumbrance and like movement
Yeah,
stuff.
it is. Encumbrance is the only downside.
Well,
Yeah.
So if it has an EV of 0, it doesn't encumber you, right?
Yeah. So
Okay.
like the most of the like the light armors don't really encumber you that much. I think some of the medium ones are like a little bit, and then like the heavy armors basically it like you makes you super slow, makes you more vulnerable to certain kinds of attacks. But yeah. As long as
it's on page 78. There's a reason mages wear robes. Not only is EV subtracted from your reflex, but also from your spellcasting rolls to reflect the difficult of casting complex spells in stiff or heavy armor.
Okay, so yeah.
whoever was typing that was wearing heavy armor.
The difficult of casting.
So, Kyltan, you're giving me your double woven gambeson. Does it have the full
I
stopping
guess.
power still?
I don't know. I was just going to drag it from, if it was possible, or get Zephyr to drag it from my sheet to yours. But what's this about wearing 2 armors over each other?
Yeah, you can stack armors. I
Sounds
think
like it would not be very good for my dodge ability. Oh wait,
not.
EV0, EV1. AE. I don't know. Yeah, fuck it. I'll give it to you. I'm not in the thick of things that much anyway.
Okay, is the stopping power all? Because I can just drag it from the compendium if it's all.
It has 6 stopping power instead of 8, but otherwise it's exactly
on the torso.
normal.
The arms are still fine.
On the torso. Yeah, the arms are fine.
Okay.
I don't know, just
That's that's still better than what I got. So.
Yep. And it doesn't matter if you can wear these or wield these, because we could always just sell them and put the money toward buying things that you can use.
I will take the chain coif.
I'm not asking you guys to like respec your builds into like armored druid or mage or something. Like, just take whatever you can hold and we can sell it.
I love Kyltan's frustration of like having this scheme of like, okay, we're all gonna get an expensive item and then we're gonna sell it, and then everyone's like, well, I could use this. Like,
I don't really want it.
We're all too practical for
armor. Then don't wear armor.
Take
no
armor
one
and sell
said
it.
you
I
have
do.
to.
I'm taking it and not selling it because I can sell my old gear because new gear is better.
That's fine. That's fine. That saves us money in the long run by you not buying gear.
Yeah. So I get.
But it is traceable to us, but whatever.
Who give a shit?
Plan.
Oh, these pants could belong to anybody.
Yeah, step 3 and 4 of my plan will solve that, and we still do actually have to probably fight something.
I'm gonna buy some armored. I'm gonna take some armored trousers, I guess, because they have an EV of 0 and is 4 more stopping power than my current pants.
Oh. Hey, there you go. New pants.
So I have
Always
a pair
good
of
to protect
double woven
the
trousers. I have a pair of double woven trousers if anyone wants to use them, but I might just hold on to them myself.
Oh wait, the which pants were those? I was just wondering which pants those were because I thought that those
the
Woven
medium armor.
had but no EV. Okay, I guess.
Woven has no EV. That's why I took it, and I could afford to buy a full set to start.
Oh, I just got the padded because I thought the double woven had an EV for some reason. I'll switch out then. I got the padded, but I'll get the double woven instead.
As you all gather here in Tor's blacksmith workshop, with Kyltan having vanquished the shopkeeper in a game of mental wits, you all have some new gear that has been loaned to you by the blacksmith, and you also have some more information about at least Lorcan and the disappearances in the community. So that's where we'll go ahead and wrap up, and then we'll pick up there next time.
Yeah.
Yay.
All right.
Love free shit.